Alright. Most things should be working. I have had a bit of trouble with audio recently. Let's get our audio check out of the way, make sure everything's functioning. I have had a bit of trouble with audio recently. Okay, so that works. I did want to listen to the background noise in Satisfactory because that's been a thing. So everything should work. Reason we're doing a surprise stream today is because like there's a lot of different things that I want to work on, like Elite Dangerous. There's a colony that I want to set up, but that colony is in a region where I found a bug, and I'm trying to wait for Frontier to get back to me on whether or not it is a bug versus it isn't a bug. Because if it's a bug, I'm probably going to have to release my claim on that colony. It's a very, very confusing problem. Either the area is marked as permit locked when it shouldn't be, or the area is accessible when it shouldn't be. So, that's a whole situation. I could do World of Tanks, but the economy in World of Tanks is absolute trash. I could do Skull and Bones, but I kind of exhausted myself on that. We can make a bunch of SAM fluctuators, because we need those for one of the upgrades to our alien tech thing. I have made a bunch more of these Awakened SAMs. I went around and built the foundations for Caterium and Limestone. Now we just need copper and quartz, I think. And yeah, I could probably have done a little bit more stuff offline on Satisfactory, but why do a little bit offline when I can do a lot online? Especially when that little bit offline is going to be like, well, I can't do this part because now I want to do like the copper stuff. I didn't want to set the copper stuff offline because I want that to be part of our troubleshooting, which has its own issues. So we're just going to wait here a minute and produce a bunch of these SAM fluctuators for our alien tech research. And while we're waiting, I'm munching on a snack bar, so win-win. Oh, that's from all of our stored stuff. Gonna get like three stacks of steel pipe. Oh yeah, and the MAM research finished. Because we put a hard drive in there. It's gotta be this one. That is not recycled plastic. Fuck you. That's a stupid recipe. What the hell? Five into 7. or sorry, you could adjust it to being 10 into 6. And then you're adding that's a stupid recipe. Like, don't get me wrong. The speed is great. But the fact that you also need water, which means that you're going to need water pumps, probably, if you're trying to get it anywhere far away. And then you're also going to need... Like, you're saving 1 raw quartz per minute. Or per exchange. And you're getting 1 extra quartz crystal per exchange. Like, if that was a better recipe, but these are both absolute trash, so that's definitely a better thing to... This ends up almost being worthwhile. Gonna run out of copper wire next. Okay, easy enough. We'll just throw that in there. I'll go and grab a couple stacks of copper stuff. And alien tech. I need 13 orbs. And I have 16. We can't do really anything with those. That increases upload speed. I'm not too worried about that.
Dimensional expansion increased to 400%. Parts can now be stored as elementary particles in a hyperdense deconfined state. Normally I'd explain the basic science, but I don't think this one can be simplified enough for you to understand.
We composed a growth song, but you composed a shrink song, so we remain silent. The dance of your bones and organs and veins amuses us.
I understand. Seeing the pioneer perform tasks also amuses me.
Okay, so having 4 is enough for the internal storage, and I can put another one for myself. And I finished up with that. So the easiest thing to go after would be quartz. So I'm just going to ping that, even though we're not going to directly go after it. I need to get up top and see how much quartz we actually need. Check. Green check. 500 quartz. One of them was this way. That's the one that we already kind of netted up, but I need to see what its output is. Are there two? If there's two, I might just be able to overload those. I mean, that would mean we're overloading, I think, both copper and, I mean, not copper, coal and quartz, because I think coal is the other one. Okay, so this is normal, so it's producing 120. They're both normals. So 240. I could crank each of them to 300 apiece. I think I'm just going to do that. I think I'm just going to crank these way the hell up. Okay, so I'm going to put a note to overclock them. Hang on, because yeah, these are... I've got to have planned to have these overclocked. That's the only reason I'd be using 480 belts on them. Man, would you look at the glitter field up there? What do these bulletins say? Water junction above 560 free. Okay, so we can check off quartz. And then that leaves copper. Sorry, I'm having a drink while I'm waiting for the elevator. And I forget that it's not a automatic thing just because I click the button. There we go. Like, there's only 2 floors. It should be fairly automatic. That's chewing through stuff. Yep. And then there should be some kind of notice that I left over here somewhere for how much copper we need. Although I think it was in the neighborhood of like 2,000 copper, so that's going to be fun. 1,740. Actually, I'm going to put that in chat. Because that'll appear on my playback. And I can see that number. Minor Mark 2. Okay, so that's 120. $20, $180. Okay, so that's 240. We need 1,500 more. I don't think the scan range for copper is that large. Is that coal? If that's coal, I'm going to be mildly upset. I'm not even sure I want to run a line for that. There is coal out here. A normal and 2 impure coals. Surprised the first smack didn't kill you. So I said I need 1500. That's 1240, so I need 1260. And there is a bot in chat that I am just going to nuke from orbit. So it would be down to 1020. And 20. $120 means we need 900. Take off another 120, so 780. And another 120. 660. What did I say? We need 660. see we don't have a very long scanning range on this at all. It's only got a range of like 500 meters. $540. This will put us at 480. $360. Still need a 240 node. I don't think I counted this. So that would be another 120. I must have already been in here. So I can look up top for it, or I can go along the coast. I think I want to go back along the coast way over there. Because I'd rather not overclock too many machines, and it's already at the point where a number of them would have to be pumped up. Looking for one more ping. Of course. So why wouldn't it be down there? And it is a normal. Okay, so the good news is we've got everything we need. The bad news is now we have to get it to its destinations. And that's not gonna be fun. I'm gonna go back to the upper area and we're gonna color code some stuff. I'm gonna put a gold foundation piece where we need the Caterium, pink where we need quartz, red for copper, and what was the other thing that we were working on over there? Concrete, right. White will be concrete. Limestone. So this is going to be our concrete. Which one's the paint button? This is making your Caterium. There's your quartz. And then copper starts back here. Yes. Now, before we actually start routing everything, I want to pull up a map and try to locate a few more hard drives. The interactive Satisfactory map. How much of the world have we explored? Okay, so we've gotten up to the water. We haven't really gone into the starting biome on the other side. We haven't really explored on this edge, and there should be one over there. So, I mean, I can't have them have that in my replay up at the same time, but while we travel, I can at least have the playback open. Gonna put that in, gonna put that in, put that in, put that in, sort. Ooh, you know what else we can do hopefully quickly? Actually, probably not, because I think this particular thing that I'm thinking of, I think it requires computers, and we don't have a way to mass produce those. Well, railway signal, that's one thing. But yeah, also computers. Yeah, we got 62. Maybe we need circuit boards. And we don't have any in our processing either, or that would show up. Huh. Well, let's go hunting for a couple more hard drives, because I kind of want to see if we can get the pure copper recipe. That's what I was really hoping for when we popped our most recent hard drive open. Had to make sure I did the right mouse button click, because that locks your thing on. so many bug nests. Bug nests and uranium and everything else. That's got to be bauxite. Which will be really important for the next phase. Have I gotten that yet? That electric drone gets really loud at times. I have gotten this. Purple power slug down there. And then that goes off to one of our Caterium, at least one of our Caterium mines. This section here I built off-stream. That's been there ever since our first excursion looking for Sam. Okay. I'm gonna try to adjust the map I'm using so that it's not covering the playback. Well, not completely covering it. So I forget if we got the hard drive. Here's one. We clearly went up to this one.
Yes, actually, this might be a strange question, but it could give me invaluable insight. What, according to you, is the shape of our universe?
It is a donut within a void within a donut within a void within a donut within the shallows, which is a ball of string wrapped around itself to contain infinite deep within the inside-out string with windows and doors and a limitless body subdividing to a long resonance.
I should have waited with this question.
Oh. Well, first off, I didn't realize how low on health we were, and second off, I didn't even see that guy. I was also not paying attention to my health, or maybe I mentioned that I would. There was a bit going on there. Listening to the SAM material or the Mercer sphere drone about like the world being a donut within a void, with a donut within a void and a string, and the fabric of reality. That was a whole thing to listen to. And then I didn't realize where I was getting attacked from because everything's green and something is shooting me and I couldn't see what it was. Which I probably should have stopped and tried to look for it a little bit more. But, you know, it's on me. We'll go back and we'll get the stuff. It's fine. This is only like our third or fourth death. I've been kind of careful. Not going to worry too much about going up on the big power towers, unless I can make this. Didn't even have English. Didn't even have time to check if the hard drive had been taken or not. And considering how long it's been since we've come out here, I might not have taken that. I'm also interested to try and get to the top of that spire, because that's where I want to build my final tier factory, in that starting area around the corner. And then just like have the entire place be built over. Kind of like what Kibitz did with this region, or over there a little bit. I'm not sure how much over here he did it. I haven't watched his full thing. I just know what the final result looks like. He might have built it all throughout here. Wouldn't really be that surprised if he did. But I'm going to build mine over in that region. Uranium. Do I have any bullets? I have 15 rounds. See you this time. Okay, that's getting dropped in there. That's getting dropped in there first. That, and then that, and then that, and then that. And that's going back in there. I'm looking for bits and pieces of stuff lying around. Repairs needed. It needs a rubber. Yep. Okay, so we got that. See, that guy might have been shooting at me. Then there's a big guy up here, next to an iron node. Fuck.
This bleeding temple hums a resonance song. Play for us.
Can't scan for hard drives because I haven't checked that part of the MAM yet. I think that's it. The thing I'm looking for. And we already got it. Some packaged fuel, some plastics, some beams, some more beams, some more plastics. Okay, so we got those. Ow. I don't have a whole lot of health right now. That's toxic shrubs. Trying not to go for a prolonged swim. So it should be just on the south side here. Oh yeah, we've at least seen that one. I forget if we actually got it or not, because there was some bad stuff over here. Oh no, we definitely got it. This is hooked up to a power source. Yeah, that's hooked up to the main grid. And there should be one up there somewhere. Yeah, this is the area where I built my last pre 1.0 base. And it did absolutely turn into a shit show. I think it's over there. I remember this area vaguely. Yeah, you see Mr. Bean? I think it's right by him. I think there's a lake here and a little pond. Yep. Hey boys, how's it going? I only have 37. I'll take them. Take the hog remains. Take the hog remains. Not enough space for the iron plates. Not enough space for the rods. Not enough space for all the sheets.
Fix-It always did underestimate the power of a single cosmic ray flipping the right bit at the wrong time.
Okay, I'll take that. We can put that and that and that. And then I'll have that get eaten. I still want to get 100 of them eaten. I'll pick up this. This. And okay, so I know where we are. There should be another thing in this general area. So I'm going to put little markers. About here. Oh god, that's fucking tiny. About there. There'd be another one about there. There would be another one about here, and I'm kind of guessing at these, but I have a good idea. And there should be one over there. Let's try to hit those spots. spider thing. Ah, right. Blue comes flying right through here. So I should be... There it is. Okay, we already got this one. Can I edit that map marker? Why is it not? Let me edit the thing. Thank you. Remove marker. Some bacon agaric. Ooh, that's a big boy. I don't want to deal with that. Summer sloop. Throw that in there. Throw that in there. That in there. Definitely gotta throw that in there. Throw a whole stack of that in there. And then there should be another thing just around the river bend. Beams, pick up some steel pipe. I hate these fucking things. That. Sort out you. Needs rubber. Okay. Why the waypoint not doing the waypoint thing? Okay. So that got real frustrating. And then if we go up there and just into the mountains a ways. Well, clearly we're not getting through that port. That. Get rid of those. God, weren't the days when we didn't have to worry about what was in our storage like fantastic? I was afraid of that killing me.
Do I need to explain how organic bodies work?
No, you need to explain why my jetpack doesn't jump far enough. How about that one, Ada? Why doesn't my jetpack jump far enough? Or better yet, why didn't you give me a mechanical body? If you're gonna knock on biological ones. It almost makes me sad that Fixmas is right around the corner. Because it really doesn't feel like that long since the last season was here. Hi buddies, how's it going? Is that a Mercer sphere up on top of that rock? I think it is. Why did I never notice that there was a Mercer sphere up there? Oh, this could get gnarly. But we escaped. We have done the escape. Still got quite a ways to go to reach our place of death. Grabbing a couple of those, grabbing a couple of these. God, we went on a far excursion. And keep in mind, this is not fully in the direction of where we died. This is just to get to the region, to get to the place to jump to where we died. And I'm about out of fuel. I am out of fuel. Big sad. But we are getting close. Only a few hundred meters now. Of course, we need to get to the waterfall, which requires like going around a little bit, but that's its own thing. God, that's a steep hill. Hello, Cottontails. How's it going? Okay, we're at least back in the area now. Try to ignore the big guy for a moment. like run over here through the water. That's the thing. Oh god, there's more of them. The water physics. That. Ship those. You first. Not fully sure where that third hatcher was. Not that it particularly matters, it's just biomass. Chew up that. Chew up those. Chew up the computers. The Red Forest. I'm about there. Ah, I think I actually went a little bit too far south. I think I need to go back that way. That's gonna be full of uranium, isn't it? Below me is, but here is fine. So I think there's one right down there. That's a bit of uranium, and that's a red one. God dang it. I didn't notice the other two. I took my whole health bar before I even knew it. This whole stream is just running back and forth to my death crates. Maybe I should just, like, take the long way around. Or, not the long way, but, like, go up the hillside and try to get there that way. You're a big one. Because up until now, we've been going through the long path. And that takes more than a hot minute. Geyser. That is a big one. You still after me? Ow, that hurt. Bad. We don't have the bullets to go trying to murk that guy, so I didn't want to turn around and try to fight him. And honestly, trying to take the big guys in a hand-to-hand fight is not a particularly good proposition. These are geysers. Power, 60 megawatts. new marker here. Select icon. Megawatt pod. And actually, I'm trying to like reference a couple of things here. Okay, so there should be one a little bit further along this way. I just don't know if it's going to be down here or if it's going to be like on a ridge somewhere. It's probably going to be up on a higher level. We don't have our stuff because of our death. So I can't throw bombs that way. Oh, come the fuck on. Ha! Leapt out of it. How much you want to bet that the drop pod that I see on the map is going to be up on top of the thing here? Let's just go get our stuff. I'm wasting time. And I can't slide uphill even though I'm running fast as lightning. Blue! Slight uphill fucking incline, god dang it. I didn't count on not having my jetpack. And now we're back down here. Fuck on! Let me jump. Screw it. Oh, the fur balls just spawned in. Considering we had no health after falling down the hill again, like, I think we're doing pretty good. I mean, this is like our third time going up this particular hill, but you know, I think we're doing pretty good. We can probably go this way. Ah, but that's a big one. That in. Just throw the rubber in. Throw the high speed stuff in. Throw the stack of that in. How much plastic can we still fit in there? that one. That for a bit. Take the hard drive. Okay, we're back on the ball. Got all the stuff from when we died. Throw that in there. Okay. We are on a mission. Okay, so I'm down there. There should be one up here. So almost directly north. I think I see it. Oh, are you kidding me? Game, I swear to Christ. Well, it blew up the bottom one. Amen. That's not gonna work out. Never mind, it did. Wasn't planning on it being quite that impactful, but what happens, happens, I guess. Oh, you're a big one? You're a big one. I think I got him. He has... They have both. I am 3 for 3. You think they lived? Actually, we'll do that first. So that's in the shared storage space, and then we'll do that. And then some rotors, stators. Steel beams for days. I really should work on upgrading the next level of speed for this, because being able to put a lot of stuff in here is fantastic, but being able to put a lot of stuff in here does not matter if I cannot put stuff in here with sufficient speed. And there's our next target. You know, if they did survive, or even if they died, I am not terribly interested in trying to go down there and find their bodies. This is typically the area where I end up building my first coal plant, or like the longest lasting coal plant. Is that two big ones? No, he's a normal one. Well, got him. Needs 120 megawatts. Aren't there geysers around here? Yeah, there's one. There's at least one really close. But a geyser needs 25 high-speed connectors, and I only have 2. What would I need to make for high-speed connectors? Not enough space in inventory. Well, that would be thing number 1. Gotta wait for this to burn down. We should be able to make enough power to juice this up. Yeah, we got 5 hard drives currently. It's going to be 6. And then there's still the hard drives in that other starting area. Throw this quick wire in there next. High-speed connectors. I can make 35. I need, I think, 23, I said. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 20, 21, 22, 23, and that should be enough. Yep, we got 25 of 25. Now, 50-50 on whether or not that actually works. Hey, it worked.
Surface genetic sampling indicates this freighter may have come from a planet run by apes.
Ada, you just like being cheeky, don't you? We can delete that marker. Yeah, this was my guess at where this one would be. So I'm off by a pinch. And there's that one. And probably about here-ish. Fused mod frame. Not reinforced. Fused mod frame. And I don't know why I put that marker there. Unless there's one... I shouldn't have missed any. That might just be a leftover from the last time we had an excursion. Not enough space for the rotors. Not enough space. Not enough space. Not enough space. $31, $75, $50. We only have 6 Mercer spheres. We would need one more in order to be able to get like a speed upgrade. Can I scan for Mercer spheres? Was there one right there and I just didn't see it? So, now that we've got that, we can go to our special tab, build a temporary MAM, go to alien tech. Need to have those in my inventory, don't I? FL. We only have 50 SAM fluctuators. So I can't even do the thing I wanted to do. But we do now have enough Mercer spheres to do it. How many reinforced iron plates are in here? Nearly enough. Alright. So the hardest hard drive to get to is going to be up there. Ha! Jumping for your life. Sphere. A big one, or is that? now we're trying to like cram a bunch of stuff in here just to make sure I don't overextend. Gonna need to grab the hog remains, the spitter remains, and the Mercer sphere. Been playing for 2 hours. Only 2 hours. Concrete, iron rods, steel pipes, cables. There's so much space in here, and I'm not using even most of it. 131. Only 23 stinger remains. Oh, I don't have enough space for spitter remains. That's an issue. Don't even know what I pinged for. Geysers, apparently.
Look through the window.
Attempt number 7,853,206. Are you there?
Orchestral tuning.
Ah, good. I think I understand better now.
Your curves are beautiful.
How inappropriate. Tell me more.
Your mimic tapestry follows the pattern. It swallows temples. It is harmonious.
If I could blush, I would.
Was that meant to be a compliment? That's not unsettling. Nope. Nope. Need more altitude. I built myself into this. Okay, so apparently we don't need to go all the way up there. What was that boop earlier? I think reinforced iron plate is one of the things we don't actually have a ton of spots for. Some medicinal inhaler up here. That's interesting. I need to get rid of a bunch of like concrete and stuff, but my god. The whole time we've been playing, or most of it, we've been trying to shove stuff into the cloud storage, or the the void storage. And it's still going. So I'm gonna chunk that so I can take those and put them in there. There might have been a couple other things elsewhere, but grab that. Gonna try to move the industrial cased beams first, because we got a couple other things here, and I'd like to grab them. Because I'm pretty sure up top there's a thing of uranium. And I'm not all that enthusiastic about making multi-trips. I think we've gotten all of these rotors just from coming out here. That's in place, so we take that, drop that in there, that gets chomped, that goes in. Bug spawner. Power slug. Other power slugs. It's like a double or triple switchback. What the hell? This one ain't even guarded. Drop that in. Watch it be uranium. Peak gameplay. Yep, uranium node. I'm gonna swap that over, and then you're getting chunked back in there. Okay, so I am on the top. Top of the world. And then down there, right about there, there should be another. in there. That chomps. That chomps. And that. Kinda surprised we hit hard enough to damage ourselves. Hog remains. Spitter. The other spitter. That over and throw some rotors in there. So many reinforced plates. Those. Okay, so that's another one. I am going to need to make a lot more rifle cartridges after this. So I do believe that rifle ammo is one of the things that I have not automated as of yet. Ooh, you're a big one. 100 megawatts. Yeah, I wasn't really expecting... There are some 400 meters away. But I also don't have the parts to make any more things. Chomp through those real quick. Could have split it as 50-50, but I did math real quickly in my head and got it wrong. Okay, so that's getting shunted into there. Shunted back into there. Taking my stuff back. Throw some cable at the problem. More reinforced iron plates, my god. I need to get rid of something. God dang it. Well, we could just wait for those 2 stacks to run out, or at least one of those stacks. So I'm going to try to grab, I think, 4 more hard drives that are easy to get. And then we'll head back to our base and continue working for a bit. Come on. Four, three, two, one. Doink. And then I can put, what can I put? Something that's easy enough, but something that's going to like actually fit in there. 17, 16, 15. Come on, come on, come on. I really need to get that speed upgrade. I don't typically worry about the dimensional depot stuff. But at a point like this, yeah, it's kind of... Take that. And that's going to get chunked first. Two, one, skadoink. Okay, so I know where we are, so we just need to go like south-ish. Ooh, that's a big boy. Motherfucker. Worked.
Follow the veins to the altar and chant. Consume.
I have a question.
Sing your song.
Can you explain what a temple is?
A temple is a vessel body, each a knot in our tapestry. Temples are root, vein, and organ. Temples are our shallow bones and our shallow windows.
I think I understand, but how do you maintain them?
The builder blood grows and kills and distributes.
Like fungus in a forest.
Like fungus in a forest.
Ada? Ada, what are you doing? Ada, I grow wary of your meddling with the not alive thing. Alright, so if I'm here, should be, if that's south, over there? Mr. Bean. Ha! Found you. Got juggled there for a moment, but we brought it back. I don't think I have any screws in my inventory. Lizard doggo! Doink. I'm gonna move that. I'm gonna move that. I'm gonna put that there. I'm gonna take that. Okay, so we got this. The next one should be over here. If I'm looking at the right one. Was I looking at the right one? I was not looking at the right one. Hang on, hang on, hang on. There's one further to the west. Please don't tell me it's on top of the spire thing. No, there's a purple slug up there. So where's? Not enough space for a summer sloop. Right, so I'm over here now. Unless it is up there. Oh, there's still 20 things being consumed. We must hold steady until the final 20 things are consumed. They are 10 now. And then the roots wither away. Maybe that's the right one? thought I was looking at the right one. Maybe I was looking at a different one. Hang on. Shalap. Hi, guy. Right, so there should be one. Well, north of here. That one's going to be the one that's... No, that might actually be the other one. If this one's not electrically powered, then my guesstimations are way off. Okay, my estimations are way off. Don't need that. That's screws. After that last area, finding some what was it? Medical inhalers. I'm giving all these things on the ground like a second look. Just gotta trim that down a little bit. Six, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and that goes there, and then I can pick up most of the rest of this junk. So copper sheeting, screws. I thought that was a boulder. No space for hatcher remains. Well, I have made space. That's for a yellow slug. Hey bud, how's it going? I think I know where I'm supposed to look for this thing. Because it should be right above me. Keep shooting. God. Yeah, we only got 12 bombs left. Ugh. Did I go straight for the high one, or did I get the one down low first? Oh, I might have to check that. Ugh. I'm surprised it took that little to kill it. That's a ton of rotors. What the hell? That's more than I can stack. What the? Needs 120 megawatts of power. Well, okay. I split that without even paying much attention to it. Oh, if you just right-click it, it auto does. If you hold right-click it, you select how much you want. Hmm. Yoink. Fucking really? Okay, so you're going in there. You're going in there. There's gonna be a whole thing in it. Okay, you know what? We're gonna get rid of a couple fuel. Because I don't need, like, all of it. Three, two. So now we're going to get rid of like 3 concrete. So a whole thing of iron plates in the. The problem with Satisfactory sometimes is just the waiting. And we've got rid of like all the reinforced iron plate and all the steel beam that we can, which is kind of annoying. $25 more. Yeah, heavy is a different thing from fused. That's something that nagged at my mind earlier. Parts that we don't even have because I happened to find them probably near a drop pod. Purple slugs, blue slugs, yellow slugs are in here somewhere. 5 more. And then I can move something over and try to get my stuff to all fit. Okay. So that should be the last one out of here. If I missed one, it'll be like right there directly north of us. But I think I got it. Come on. might not have gotten it.
Freighter records indicate this comes from the past, which is normal.
Are we talking about, like, the past? Like, someone just happened to lose it? Or are we talking about the past as in, like, should not be? So if you're saying it's normal, I guess that just means that it's, you know, the normal past. All right, we got us a ton of hard drives, so let's head back to our base, and we will work on deciphering all of these. Goodbye, Stumpy boy. Yeah, we're fine. Little toxic cloud never hurt anyone. Fallen down mushrooms. I never noticed that before. We're getting there, folks. It's taken a moment, but I promise you we're getting there. Hang on. I want Mercer. Give me liberty or give me Matt Mercer. Got it. Big boys. Not a threat. Never mind, the sparky one might have been a threat. Actually, over here. We have 15 coupons waiting for us. Where are you in there? Gonna get my 15 coupons. Gonna throw those into my Uzi Whatsits. You're just dealing with plastic and rubber. That's all fine. You're the one making powder, which is then making smokeless powder. I'm pretty sure I got plenty of this stuff over at the base, but I do want to grab it because one can never have too much explosives. Ah. It'd be great if I can continue building little self-sufficient depots like that rather than trying to route things all the way across the world. But so much of the time it feels like doing a depot is a bit of a waste. We are at least going to get started on researching. Yeah, excuse me. Throat got really dry all of a sudden. Yeah. We're at least going to get started on deciphering some of our hard drives. I need to dump some stuff. Okay. I'm gonna get all that. We're gonna make a quick run to our SAM storage bin. that ought to be pretty self-explanatory. We are going to get a speed upgrade for our dimensional depot. Back. Take you. I'm going to throw two of these things in there. I'm going to take two of you. That should be plenty. Come on, make it. Not quite enough jump. I'm going to put one chunk of those in there for now. And we're just going to start chewing through sand. That out. And I don't need my map anymore, so I can just watch my playback. We went out and gathered a ton of hard drives. I didn't put one in the thing. "13 hard drives. That's chock full of stuff. That's apparently not chock full of stuff. Beams, I think, are... yeah. That's probably okay. And we should have enough SAM fluctuators if we pull what we have in our depot out of it for the upgrade. should. We have 122. But we can't do that while we're doing... But we do have enough. Obelisks are built over here, aren't they? Alright. Let's make some more rifle cartridges. How big does a stack of these get? 500? I want to get this other stack to at least like 250-ish before I stop. And then we can build some obelisks. Should stack to about 50, right? Yep. Pull that back, drop that. Throw that in there. Whew. So what shall we start first? Actually, we should look to see if there are any slugs. Does not seem that there are. I'm going to need just I want to have like 30 of them at least, because I need to double up, I think, the coal and the not the limestone, I think it was the caterium. Are we doubling up the caterium? Quartz, I think. We were doubling up the quartz. Okay. So... quartz is simplest. I need to go back and find the VOD where I was doing a bunch of work looking for coal. Try to figure that out. Because I think it was the coal I was going to double up. Pretty sure they're... No, because I definitely did it for coal, because some of them are marked as being half or low capacity. Yeah. Walls, conveyor wall. And this is going to produce normal, so standard rate is 120. Target production rate 300 per min. Yoink that all the way up. Ah. Plan for that being needed. Plan for that being needed. So, what we're gonna do... So I'm gonna kill those. That Mark IV is gonna go to there. Okay. So now I can take the quartz on the lower belt. It's going to need a second one, but we can just run the second one across and have it be in the middle here. I needed that one, but dang it. Yeah, you only get 300 coal if you're doubling stuff. Got all that hooked up to the last corner. Let's go check the map. Hard drive scan is done. An alternate recipe for iron pipe. So you get molded steel pipes. I don't think this is a good recipe because we've got stuff now for that. And the only thing we have there is Why am I getting all the trash recipes? Like, the only thing mildly appealing is the pure quartz thing. Alien tech. Let's boost that.
Dimensional upload speed increased. All of the kinetic and thermal energy released during matter conversion has now been repurposed to aid with dimensional shifting, allowing several parts to pass through, for free.
The window is beautiful. Have you tried making the door?
I assure you that would be a most unhealthy action for the pioneer to take.
See, now that's going with a good friggin' chunk of speed. That's... Okay. I want to make sure I know which ones are going where. A normal and a Mark II does 120. So yeah, I probably want Mark III. Just to bring things... Did that go the wrong way? You piece of shit. Do not know how that worked. Yeah, that'll be fine. Normal limestone. So it's the limestone on the bottom, copper on top. Except that shouldn't go there, that shouldn't go there. I apparently had things all plotted up. So this one's the copper. Limestone plans on swinging normally. Did I make 2 in the center when it should have been 1? Oh, that's annoying. Almost fine. I can kind of get away with it. Better. That's all a contiguous line. I suppose it doesn't really matter how many things I make, so long as everything keeps doing its part. end up getting that one off. Hang on. Okay, fixed it. That jumps up there. And I need more reinforced concrete beams, which is glorious. I'm gonna throw those in the thing. Throw a stack of them in the thing. Sort that out. This might lead to a situation where I need to start AFK building some reinforced or encased industrial beams, because I'm going to try to cut down on how many belts are coming into my factory, and that's going to leave a mark. Ooh, wait, actually, before I go that way, I'm gonna go this way. I'm gonna grab a whole freaking stack of beams, and I'm gonna start doing that right now. Now, that's probably not gonna get me a ton of encased beams, but it is going to, like, hold off on things for a minute longer. Keep 3 of them. And did I put any of these in this? 'Cause I might have. we're here, we need to stop at the ma'am. Please, for the love of God, give me a good recipe. Cheap silica. Okay, so that's 3 to 5, and then you got 3 to 7. It is faster, but it requires limestone. And then for this, it's a more expensive recipe. The alternate is solid steel. There's so much. There's so much just crap recipes. Our major resource bus. I really should try directing stuff more toward the middle channel. I forgot that sign was there. I'm getting a bit drowsy. and hungry, so I might call it pretty soon. We might just get the quartz not even fully wired, but at least like to its destination. We're almost there. We made it like halfway. God dang it. I almost want to let there be a space beneath here, because that's going to go across fairly nicely. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to make this like a second layer up. And then we'll have copper or something flow under it. I genuinely do not know where up there that got built. Or how that got built through the foundation, but okay. Limestone over there. Oh, how long have we been going at this? 4 hours? Holy shit. Just chew through whatever we don't need of them. Those are apparently full. Chew through whatever we don't need of them. Chew through that. So other one's gonna dip down. A little bit more. Okay. I kind of think I'm going to call it here. Because I am pretty tired. We did quite a bit today. Got a lot of hard drives. Went and routed out all of our... what was it? We went looking for copper and quartz. Perfect timing with the MAM research. We can check one more recipe. A rigger rotor, which is 50% faster, but also requires a crystal oscillator. Or a plastic AI limiter, which requires a little bit more quick wire. Swaps copper sheeting for plastic. Why are they all shit? Like, inherently this one's just worse because you need crystal oscillators, which is an entirely different part, and that has multiple things going into its own construction phase. This is just plastic, which isn't terrible, to be perfectly honest. But you're not... I don't know. I'm going to throw another hard drive in there, and it can scan and stuff. Honestly, probably while I'm AFK doing some shit over the week. I don't think I'll do it before our next Satisfactory stream, but at some point I'm gonna just grab a bunch of steel beams or something, throw them into the storage bin for reinforced steel beams, and end up making a fuck ton more because we just burnt through a lot of them. We burned through like 800-ish or more, building from the edge of the map, which isn't really that far, to our base. So I'm going to need more for when we do all the other crap that we're working on. My brain's not working well. I need food. I need rest. I'm sorry, guys. We're gonna save game here. Babylon stream 30. We also died quite a few times. I misnamed it. Oh well. Doesn't matter. Take care, guys. Stay safe. Next stream is going to be Tuesday, 8 a.m. That should be Witcher 3. We got to get us to Skellige. And then after that, we're going to do a stream on Thursday at 8 a.m. And that is going to be our Satisfactory stream, where we actually work on getting a bunch of this crap wired up correctly. So, take care, stay safe, watch out for all the crazy people running around, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Ciao.